a little bit better than they have.
The Lakers have to feel very good the way they played, and Hubie Brown talked about their defensive efforts, but they got off on the right foot, as he talked about. The first 6 minutes crucial for L.A., and they responded.
They got that fast break zipping up the court. Well, as soon as they do that, it gives them all the confidence in the world. Their defense was excellent in the first half.
Robert Parrish is starting as we begin the second half. Danny Ainge and Dennis Johnson in the backcourt. Larry Bird, who's 2 for 7 from the field and 8 points, getting the ball quickly and hitting his first shot.
That's the man they're going to try and get into the ball game from the outside, Larry Bird.
DJ all over Magic. Now Bird has to pick him up. 8 on the shot clock. Worthy double, goes up anyway. Parrish lost it out of bounds, and the Lakers still have it. He was on my back, Robert Parrish tells John Vanek.
Robert usually doesn't say too much.
Well, he's not talking to the press, and so far he has made his play on the court do his talking. And it's been effective so far in the playoffs. Double team Kareem, but a pass to Rambis rolls off.
Boy, he's missed a ton of those.
Here come the Celtics. L.A. gets back. Bird, though, firing from outside.
But nobody banging on the boards for the Celtics.
Kareem going in on a pass from Magic Johnson. So Kareem running a lot better than he did on Monday.
Well, he looked like he was a tired 38-year-older on Monday. Couldn't run up and down the court. There he is on the front end of a fast break.
Ainge hitting from outside. Now Kareem looks like a young 38.
Yes, he does.
Worthy. And this is the Laker game. Come right back at you.
Celtics are not taking good shots. And the Lakers are really hustling back and controlling the boards. No question.
Bird. Rambis quickly gets it out to Johnson. To Byron Scott. He had Bird in front of him, and Byron Scott had to alter his shot. McHale, guarded by Kareem. Worthy is on Parrish. Bird's basket is good, and he is fouled. 12 for Larry Bird, who now is the scoring leader for the Celtics.
The reason they go to Bird so often right now is to get that leadership going for the Celtics. And when he gets hot, the rest of the Celtics gain a whirl of confidence, even though they're not scoring themselves. And Bird loves this type of challenge.
Foul is on Rambis, his 4th personal foul. Three-point play by Bird. Dick Stockton and Tom Heinsohn, Boston Garden. Game 2 of the World Championship Series. The Lakers have been leading and dominating this game after Boston had crushed the Lakers in Game 1, but this has been a different game. McHale over Kareem. Rebound, Magic. Gets right past Dennis Johnson. And Abdul-Jabbar with an easy layup.
I'll tell you, Magic guarding Danny Ainge, that matchup has allowed Magic, once the Lakers gain possession of the ball, to steam up the court unmolested. DJ just can't get at him.
70-53, Bird. Missing. Loose ball, and Byron Scott out-hustles Dennis Johnson for the ball in the corner. Quick pass inside, Rambis. Rambis again. Rambis a 3rd time. And here are the Celtics, 3-on-2. Touch pass, Bird to McHale, who's fouled. Another touch pass by Larry Bird, who showed us one in game number 1.
But on that particular fast break, Kareem never came back on the offense.
Lakers foul was on number 4, Byron Scott. His 2nd personal.
Let's go back to Game 2 of last year's series. The Lakers are only 11 seconds away from taking a 2-0 series lead, but this Gerald Henderson steal ties the game at 113. And then, when Magic Johnson failed to get a shot off, the game went to overtime. And there, Scott Wedman clinched the game for the Celtics with this jump shot, tying the series at 1 game apiece. And tonight, the Lakers are trying to even the series at 1-1 here at Boston Garden.
take a rest at the right time. Kareem Abdul not getting back on the offense, lays back on defense in perfect position to give a little trouble there against a good pass by Larry Bird. But at 38, he's using all that experience to know when to rest.
Leading by example, Tommy, Kareem has 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. So he has come alive in this second game. McHale with the free throw. 70-54, a 16-point game. This is the second. We'll be with you for Game 3 of this World Championship Series from the Forum in Los Angeles, Sunday at 3:30 Eastern Time. Kareem, short hook, 14 for Abdul-Jabbar, and that's more than he scored.
Well, he sensed that McHale was on him and just took him right in front of the basket.
Only had 12 in Game 1. Worthy lands on Bird's head. They may call a personal foul on him.
They should. They want Bird to put the ball on the floor, not take the outside shot, these Lakers.
3 on Worthy. Bird for 3. That's a good spark plug for the Celtics if they can sustain it. 3-point play by Larry Bird. 2-man game, Worthy and Magic Johnson. Offensive foul, Worthy used his shoulder.
Excellent defense by McHale that time. Not to go for the fake, plant his feet.
You know, Larry Bird got off that 3-point shot, and Pat Riley has gone to his bench. He wants his defensive stopper, Michael Cooper, to come in the ball game, replacing Worthy, so you can watch Cooper on Bird.
And Cooper's job will be to make Bird not shoot outside shots, but put it on the floor.
Cooper is on Bird, poking at the ball. They swing it around, looking inside McHale, and a foul before the shot. Mitch Kupchak with his second foul.
Kupchak is from the Washington Bullets, who were pretty physical in the days that he played down there, and he's bringing Washington to L.A.
Danny Ainge is fouled by Magic Johnson. For whatever it's worth, a lot more Celtics have hit the floor than Lakers in this game.
Little up fake there. Now it's contesting the outside shot, but look at how nicely that middle closes up. After a while, you say, I don't want to go in there anymore.
Under 8 minutes to go. Ainge misses the first. Mitch Kupchak seeing a lot of action in this ball game and has been a physical presence for the Lakers. He's in there along with Kareem. Lakers have committed 5 fouls to none for the Celtics so far here in the third.
Celtics are just trying to get it down to a 10-point margin by the end of the quarter.
They're down by 14 now. Last touch by Bird off his foot. Lakers ball.
Well, when he has Cooper on him, he'll take him in the low post.
Cooper out on the top to Magic. 9 seconds. Dennis Johnson defending. 4 on the shot clock. Kareem goes up and stuffs it through with 2 seconds to go. So the Lakers use the clock well.
The pass was crisp. On Monday, Parrish was picking off those passes.
What a difference a couple of days made. Winding down to 7 minutes to go in the third. 16-point lead for the Lakers.
Every part of the Laker game is more upbeat, crisper, harder, faster.
Dennis Johnson. Kareem owns the defensive glass, and here's Magic pushing it up again. Inside, Kupchak. Rebound by Parrish.
McHale forced Kupchak to go to his left hand.
Biggest lead for the Lakers was 18. Right now it's 16. Danny Ainge, top of the key, has 9 points in the ball game. Did not score in the first period.
The secret to making a big comeback is peck away, and bring it down slowly, not all at once.
Scott pulls up in the lane. Kupchak gets the offensive rebound. Kareem winds up with it, and a new clock for the Lakers. They are battling for the offensive loose ball. Scott misses. And here come the Celtics to try to cut it to 12. Dennis Johnson all the way. And now LA has a fast break situation. But a foul is called. And a technical foul has been called, I believe, against Dennis Johnson. Technical on Dennis Johnson.
Well, he thought he was fouled. Casey Jones, I'll tell you, this is a real travail for a coach to make a big comeback.
And Michael Cooper will shoot the tee right now. 5:44 to go in the third period. And Cooper makes the technical foul.
DJ thought he was fouled driving through the lane and popped off, but doesn't work that way.
KC said can't count on the shots going in like we did in game one. He's right. We'll be with you Sunday, 3:30 Eastern for Game 3 at the Forum, and you can see the next 3 games in the new format will be in Los Angeles. And Tommy, a lot of people think that's an advantage to the team playing those 3 in a row, but I think at this level, there are not many chances of a team winning 3 straight games at home when these teams play.
But the psychology changes, though, Dick, that perhaps with this new format, they will be able to win 3 in a row because they know that they have to win those 3, otherwise come back and play the final 2 in Boston. So each win they get, if they get the first win out there, it makes it easier for the next one, maybe.
Maxwell has come in the ball game. Rebounding story favors the Lakers. And that usually determines the winner of these games between these teams. They double team Kareem. Kareem with a sky hook. And it drops. He did not move the other foot. The crowd was yelling for a walk. Kareem has hit his last 4 shots. He has 18 points.
I'll tell you, Kareem has really responded to the challenge in this ball game. Wow. What a great game he's playing.
Danny Ainge hits from outside. He has gotten his shooting eye in tow. He has 11 now in the ball game. I think it's Kareem and Magic Johnson, the 2 men who they had to count on, have done exactly that for them in this game.
And I think Pat Riley, with that little change-up of matchups, Magic on Danny Ainge, also helped.
Cooper, who's an erratic shooter, hits a key shot there. He has 11 in the ball game, and he's 4 for 4 from the field. So he's on the mark here, and with 4:40 to go, it's a 17-point lead for LA. Maxwell against Kupchak, blocked by Kareem, and it's still Boston ball.
Well, I'll tell you, he's running around like he's 18 years old, blocking shots. Terrific.
Inside to Parrish. They leave Ainge open. And Ainge hits again. 15-point lead. Kareem gets it in good position. No basket. He traveled.
The Celtics have really shown me a lot more patience on offense, but their defense has really not been doing the job.
Turnovers. Big edge for the Lakers at this point. That's because of their aggressive defense. Bird. 18 for Larry Bird. He has 10 here in the third period. Cooper for 3. Rebound, Dennis Johnson. 13-point lead, and the Celtics would like to get it under 10 before this period's over. Again, it's Bird. Timeout, Lakers. Six in a row for the Celtics. These teams have been the world champions in 4 of the last 5 years, and the Celtics are trying to become the first team to win back-to-back titles since Bill Russell coached the Celtics to championships in 1968 and 69, and his friend, teammate in college and in the pros, Casey Jones, would be the man to do it. And the live scene in Boston Garden urging on the Celtics, who have run off 6 straight. See how the Lakers respond here. Magic Johnson misses, and Bird gets it to Ames. 11-point game now. And Larry Bird, who has 12 in this period, very nearly cut it to 9. DJ stays with Magic, who loses the ball out of bounds. Celtics ball, and Pat Riley sees Boston making a run here.
Boston has the ability to hang in there. They're a real gritty bunch of guys. They can come back, but not as easily as the Lakers can.
Parrish and Kupchak. Parrish yelling for a foul and got no respect from the officials. But Maxwell steals a pass and is fouled. It's been a roughhouse game, and the LA Lakers have set the tone in that department, and that has been a different story. Magic with his second foul.
Well, here's heads-up defense by Max. You never run back down the court without knowing where the ball is, but look at that collision. I'm telling you, this is getting rough and tough and rough.
Ray Kite comes in, and Robert Parrish sits down. Don't forget he suffered a bruised thigh, did Parrish, in the first half, and he's walking gingerly, and Kite, the second-year center, comes in for it.
Well, Parrish has to continue to run. It's a tougher run for him now with that sore buttock, but Greg Kite right now has to try and take some of the steam out of Kareem's legs. So his orders are run Kareem hard.
It's a 9-point game. Celtics have scored 8 in a row. Kareem guarded by Kite, and a big sky hook by Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is moving in on Jerry West's all-time NBA playoff scoring record. Came in needing 50. Dennis Johnson with a line drive jump shot.
Boy, I'll tell you, there are more bodies flying out of the rebound action almost into the stands than any game I've seen.
Boston shooting better, and the Lakers have dropped under 40. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Double on Abdul-Jabbar. Cooper finds an opening inside. He has contributed mightily off the bench tonight as Cooper.
Particularly defensively, but Bird is working him pretty good.
Cooper has 13, and a Laker foul on Mitch Kupchak, his third, as Bob McAdoo comes in for Kareem. Kareem goes out having scored 20 points.
I'll tell you, Kareem has weathered the storm stamina-wise, and he's going to get a nice long rest here around the timeout at the end of the quarter. So he's going to be ready with a full load of steam for the fourth.
Bird went out with 20 points. Wedman replaces him. And now Kevin McHale comes back in the ball game, replacing Ray Kite.
Yeah, this man at the foul line, Maxwell, as Kite goes, sits down, is an important guy for the Celtics. Him being less than 100% makes them vary their style a little bit. They like him to score inside and pick up fouls.
He was the hero of their 7th game victory against the Lakers last year. Cedric Maxwell. 10-point game. Magic Johnson going inside and draws the foul. That is the first team foul against the Boston Celtics, believe it or not, in this third period. One team foul, and it comes with 1:23 remaining.
I'd say they've been letting both teams rock and sock here in this third quarter.
But the Lakers were in the penalty. Foul was on Maxwell.
Pat Riley, I think, made a great move and making that change. Magic Johnson guarding Danny Ainge allowed a lot of good things to happen. Extra rebounding, fast up the court. Smart man.
In a championship series, it's the team that loses that has to make the adjustments for the next game. Rotating it around to the Celtics. Johnson top of the key. Cooper the rebound with 1:07 to go. Lakers by 11. Their biggest lead was 18. They had an 18-point lead at the half. McAdoo. And Ainge the rebound. Maxwell is running much better. Ainge fires up outside. Cooper has Lakers down court. 4-on-1 break. And Ainge breaks it up for the moment. But McAdoo will get credit for the basket and a foul.
Look at Danny Ainge. He's got them all. That's a tough job. He tries to fake on it. Gets the hand in the lane. That's what you got to do when you got them all. Fake at the ball. But here's McAdoo. Gets the hoop and at the line for one.
And the three-point play by Bob McAdoo. And now the Lakers, who had their lead shaved to 9, are up by 14. As McHale hits the basket at the baseline with 25 seconds to go.
Well, if they can get it down to 10 again, Dick, that's really what Casey would have been happy with.
Well, they had it to 9, and now the Lakers, 15 on the shot clock. Magic has 7 assists this period and 12 for the game. So he has been a big factor. 5 on the shot clock. McAdoo doesn't get it off. And the 24-second clock runs out with 2 seconds to go in the period.
It was good defense that time by Maxwell.
Celtics need a long pass and a shot to cut it to 10. Ainge finds Dennis Johnson. And it went under the rim, and that's the end of the third period. With the score, the Lakers 87 and the Celtics 75. Lakers lead of 18 cuts to 12, and we'll return after this word from your local station. Here's been the story here at Boston Garden as we start the fourth period. After 1, the Lakers led by 5, a far cry from their efforts in Game 1 against the Celtics. They moved it up to an 18-point halftime lead, but Boston has cut the lead to 12, and Larry Bird has scored 12 of his 20 points in the third period. He's a money player, and he's always there when the Celtics need them, and Larry Bird will be the man in the middle as the Celtics continue their threat. He'll start the fourth period on the bench, but not for long, Tommy.
Well, the Celtics want to play good defense at this spot in the game, control the boards, give one shot to the Lakers, and then come up and get a good shot themselves.
Lakers have Byron Scott and Magic Johnson in the backcourt. Kareem is back in the game and hits the skyhook. He has 22 now in the ball game, and it's up to 14, so that's a big basket to start the fourth.
You are right.
McHale guarded by Kareem. Gets it back from Dennis Johnson. Doubled with Magic. 6 on the shot clock. Ray Williams in the game. Scott Wedman. Off a deflection, Scott Wedman cuts it to 12.
Well, they had a lot of patience that time. Right now, the Lakers will try and pace this game to take advantage of the fatigue factor, push it up, and if they don't, get it into Kareem against the smaller McHale.
Good pass into Magic Johnson, too hard off the glass. And now the Celtics in a position to cut it to 10. Ray Williams. And a foul against the Celtics. Scott Wedman pushing. Point here, Tommy, with Kareem back in the game. Mitch Kupchak has given the Lakers good, strong play inside with 5 points and 6 rebounds as Worthy comes in the game. But Kupchak has been a good addition off the bench.
But here comes the speed back in for the Lakers.
I know you don't like those tough guys. You want the Greyhound.
It's a good time to take advantage of your speed.
And it's last touch by the Lakers.
Normally, the big guys are the ones you beat on a fast break, and when you can speed it up the court in the fourth quarter, you usually get easy baskets.
Parrish and Bird will be coming back in for the Celtics. Parrish can come in, and Bird didn't have his passport, so they wouldn't let him in the game.
Didn't get his shot.
But Bird is coming back in. We have about a minute and a half gone by in this fourth period, and Casey Jones figures that this is a good time for the Celtics to make a big run. McHale inside. Kareem winds up with the ball.
Oh, he's been immense. That's a big rebound.
His 13th of the game. McAdoo. And a foul against L.A.
But the quick hitter, they got it where they wanted it, close into the basket with no support defense. They missed an easy shot, the Lakers.
Larry Bird comes in, replacing Ray Williams. Worthy has 5 personal fouls.
Williams took an ill-advised shot. Casey Jones wants patience.
Larry Bird.
That's why he wants patience, Dick.
The Celtics are going with Scott Wedman in the backcourt along with Dennis Johnson. Kareem comes back. Parrish clears it. And now the Celtics can narrow the Laker lead to 8 points. Dennis Johnson. Bird looking to fight inside, and a foul on the Lakers. Larry Bird fiercely going after that offensive rebound, and a Laker foul called against Michael Cooper, and a timeout. The Celtics are trying to eat away at the Laker lead. It's 10 points right now. 2 players are in foul trouble right now, both Lakers. Worthy, who has 5, and Kurt Rambis, who has 4. But Robert Parrish may have his running legs going for him right now, Tommy.
Yes, sir. We're going to see Parrish leaning on Jabbar, but watch Larry Bird come from the right of your screen to really force Jabbar to take a tough shot. But now, after the rebound, watch Parrish leg it up the court. Still going. The fatigue factor, I don't see it.
He has that hip bruise. Kareem is 38, and they both are looking like they're 21 out there at this point. 9.5 to go, 4th period. Bird shooting over Spriggs for 3. Wedman fighting Kareem and losing that fight. 10-point lead.
Well, they got it to their main man, and he didn't hit the shot.
Celtics had cut the Laker lead to 9. That's as close as they've come. McAdoo. This is the jumper. Parrish, another rebound. That's 11.
Boy, those bodies are still flying out of the rebound action. Terrific.
Low to Bird. Double team with Scott and Spriggs, and they get the ball away from him. Here's Byron Scott. And a technical foul has been called against Larry Bird. That's the second technical on a Celtic player. The first was on Dennis Johnson.
Bird got doubled, and I think Jake O'Donnell really didn't have a good position to see if anybody even grabbed him by the arm. So the best thing to do at that point is let it go.
You know, Riley could have an argument there. You call a technical, and the Lakers were on their way to a fast break, it seemed.
Well, they call a technical, and they get a free point and the ball again. So what's wrong with that?
Gets the ball back from Kareem. Kareem. 24 for Kareem.
Boy, he's fighting Robert Parrish beautifully.
8.5 to play in the 4th. Lakers have it up to 13 again. And a foul under the basket, Larry Spriggs. Spriggs is an enforcer, and this is why he has his trademark.
Well, they're platooning their forwards, and look at Spriggs leaning all over Bird. And they were going to give Bird a little attention after calling the technical on him. And Spriggs, the inexperienced player that he is, picked up the foul.
3 team fouls on the Lakers. 5, and they're in the penalty. Bird pushed Spriggs away that time. Goes baseline on Spriggs, who knocks Larry Bird to the floor.
Where's Spriggs from? Washington?
Washington, D.C.
They play tough schoolyard basketball in Washington. Larry Bird or no. Watch this. From behind. And Kareem, nice gesture to hold him up.
Win or lose, Tommy, the Lakers have made a statement in this ball game.
Dick, they are matching physical for physical. And that's pretty tough to do in the Boston Garden.
92 to 81 with 8:07 to go. Larry Bird, 24 points, 16 of them here in the second half. But Kareem comes back with another sky hook. Has he come back in
I'll tell you,
this game?
several years ago, when my team played him in Milwaukee, I thought he couldn't go 48 with one guy guarding him tough. He's showing me at 38 he can still do it.
Dennis Johnson. And it's again an 11-point game. You're right about Kareem. He's no armchair general in this ball game. And a Boston foul on Dennis Johnson. Danny Ainge will be checking back into the ball game.
You know, Danny Ainge was really the only guy other than Bird that was consistently hitting that outside shot.
Wedman is guarding Magic, and Ainge is trying to double. Wedman got a hand on it, caused the turnover. And the Celtics get under that Magic 10 deficit mark with a basket here. Bird.
How did he get that shot off against Cooper? Cooper was sitting right on his shooting hand.
9-point game. Wedman is out on Johnson. And smothering it. Spriggs knocked away. And the Celtics are making a big run with a lot of time to go in this fourth period. Bird going in strong and is fouled. James Worthy with 5 personal fouls is coming back in the ball game for Pat Riley, but the Garden crowd is on its feet as the Celtics are coming back. Well, the fun continues Sunday from the Forum in Inglewood, 3:30 Eastern time for Game 3. Keep in mind the next 3 games will be played at the Forum, the home court of the Los Angeles Lakers. And Tom Heinsohn, you talked about how tempo was so important early in the ball game. Tempo is playing an important role right now, right?
It's swung to the favor of the Celtics. It's slow down, and I don't think the Lakers are really taking advantage of all that good running that as well as they could have in this fourth quarter. Push it at the Celtics. That's what they should be doing to tire out McHale and Parrish and Bird.
And of course, the Lakers don't want to hear this Celtic crowd, which they freely admit is a big positive to the Boston effort. Larry Bird is on the line. He has 26 points. Going for number 28 right now. And this will be his 20th point at the half if he hits this free throw.
You really count on beating the big men in the fourth quarter on the break. The fast-breaking team, and I don't think the Lakers have utilized that aspect at all here.
Timeout story. Last time it's been as close as 7 points was 39-32 early in the second period. So this is the big challenge for Boston. And Kareem answers it with another sky hook from the baseline. And Kareem now has 20 points this half. McHale doubled. Finds Parrish. Finds the basket. Worthy, who has 5 fouls. McAdoo looking for Kareem. Open is Cooper. Hits again, and Cooper, with all his good defensive plays, you pointed out, Tommy, has 16 points as well.
Oh, yeah, that is a big shot. They're trying to stop Jabbar now, and that's going to make the Celtics think twice about it. Double teaming.
Kareem playing Parrish 1-1, and Robert hits the basket.
This series is going to be a ton of fun before it's over.
Kareem inside, going strong to the basket, and 30 points for Kareem. Keep in mind that Abdul-Jabbar had 33 points against the Celtics in one of their regular season matchups.
This is half-court knockout shot against half-court knockout shot. Wow.
Each team refuses to go down. Ainge going in strong. Danny Ainge on the penetration. But it's a Laker kind of score. They got to 100 with more than 5 minutes to go. No basket. And they're going to call the offensive foul, and that may be 6 on Worthy. It is. Dick Stockton and Tom Heinsohn, that's how much time remains in the fourth period. The Lakers have led just about all the way, as much as 18, but Boston is making a run. Lakers trying to hold on and even this World Championship Series at a game apiece. But Tommy, as you look at the Lakers lineup right now, what do you see?
Well, the Lakers lineup before this timeout had all their slender people in there. That should give the Celtics the advantage on the offensive board. Let's see who's coming out. Same lineup that went into the huddle at timeout is coming back out. Boston really should have the advantage on the boards.
4:46 to go. And the action has been hot and heated. A physical game with plenty of speed, particularly by the Lakers early. Parrish doubled. And they're going to call a jump ball. They tied up Robert Parrish. Good defense again by the Lakers inside.
Well, they made a good switch, and then when the ball got to Parrish, he waited too long to make his move. It allowed the double to develop.
The two centers will jump it, and they're going to jump it again.
When you have a mismatch and you're a big guy, you should catch the ball, never bring it down, just go over the man.
Larry Bird, 20 in the half, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has 22 this half. Celtics control, trying to cut the lead to 5. Bird feeding Parrish. The basket counts in a foul.
Bird makes things happen. Jabbar has to respect the drive. Beautiful pass to Parrish, who really powers it through after being hit by McAdoo.
Great pass by Larry Bird. And it's a 4-point ball game.
I think the Lakers didn't take advantage of that fast break, that fatigue factor.
Magic knocked away by Parrish. 11 on the clock. And Magic Johnson gets the roll. And look at the tension on the Laker bench. They badly want a victory here in Boston before they go home to play 3 in the friendly confines of the Forum. 6-point game. Bird is doubled. Ainge to the top, inside. McHale pops. Keeps the pressure on for the Celtics. And Chris Ford urging the Celtics on.
That was the patience Casey Jones mentioned at halftime. Find the open man.
And there are 3.5 to play. Boston has 2 fouls to give. Lakers are in the penalty. Michael Cooper is open again, and he hits again. 18 for Cooper, giving Pat Riley some key points.
Boy, when you double Jabbar, you know he's going to find the right guy.
McHale's shot is rejected by Kareem, out of bounds, and it's still Boston ball.
I'll tell you, he is playing like a rookie. Watch him come over on this shot to really swat it away. Fantastic.
He has played an active, aroused game from the very start. Ainge called for walking. He saw Kareem in front of him and took steps. Quinn Buckner, the cheerleader on the Boston bench. 6-point lead, Lakers in front, 3:05 to go. The only lead the Celtics had was the first points of the ball game. 10 on the clock. Kareem. And Bird gets the rebound. Boston trying to cut it to 4 now. Bird goes for 3. And Abdul-Jabbar cradles the ball.
I'll tell you, I've never seen that man rebound that hard at this stage of a ball game, even when he was younger.
16 rebounds for Kareem, and the old man has looked like a young man tonight. In an almost unparalleled display of long-term excellence in his sports, 3 decades as a headline performer like Pete Rose in baseball, Ali in boxing, Nicklaus in golf, Bland in football. I'm talking about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who after an embarrassing first game has come back with a vengeance. 30 points and 16 rebounds, and he indeed has been the spearhead for this Laker comeback. But now the Boston Celtics are forging in, and the old man's got to hold him off again.
Well, he has missed the set offense. If there's one guy you want to go to in the last couple of minutes of the game is Jabbar, because he can make the shot and also make the good pass.
And so can this man. Larry Bird, who also has had an explosive second half. And he is the lifeblood of the Boston Celtics and the best player in the game today.
This is down to what Pat Riley calls the will to win.
Foul is on Larry Bird. That's one of the fouls the Celtics could give, although it may not be the best possible one. 13 foul on Boston. .220. Kareem, skyhook.